Dear students, welcome again on air for an English lesson. But today it's gonna be not a lesson, but an exercise or a set of, as you see it in the exam paper, baccalaureate exam paper. I'm going to deal with language section. Okay, in the exam paper you have comprehension, language, and writing. My focus today is on language section, as it's going to appear on your exam sheets at the baccalaureate day of exam. Not exactly, but the rubrics are respected. I mean, what you are asked to do at the day of exam. Right here, I'm going to give you two sets, which means like you are dealing with a language section 2 times. Okay? Good. Now let's get started for timing constraints. I'd like to get started. Right? Language section, set 1. Question A. Match the words that go together to make appropriate collocations. Of course, collocations, you're supposed to have known that before and studied that in your classrooms. I'd like you to match these set of words with the second set of words. Formal, natural, cultural, and make. The words that go with them are diversity, mistakes, education, and disaster. I'd like to think it over for a while to see which word goes with which. Okay? Correction. So, formal would go with, what do you think? Formal, education, that's right. Natural disaster, cultural diversity, and make mistakes. That's good. Now let's move on to question B. Fill in the gap with an appropriate phrasal verb. I like the teacher's job. I like working as a teacher. That job is good for me. So I will A. Apply for it, B. Fill in it, or C. Turn down it. So only one phrasal verb is convenient here, not all of them. Number 2, scientists try to. More facts about the universe. So scientists try to A. Look up more facts about the universe, B. Find out more facts about the universe, or C. Turn down more facts about the universe. Only one, as I said again, is convenient and correct in this case. Number 3, I don't believe all the stories that he is A. Looking for, B. Making up, or C. Taking up. Correction? So what do you think? I like the teacher's job. I will. What is it? Apply for it, fill in it, or turn down it? What is it again? Apply for it. Good. I like the teacher's job. I will apply for it. Number 2, scientists are trying to or try to. The right answer is try to. Great, I can hear you. Try to find out more facts about the universe. Try to discover, find out more facts about the universe. Number 3, I don't believe all the stories that he is. Looking for, making up, taking up. You go for making up. Good. Okay? I don't believe all the stories that he's making up. To make up a story is just to create a story which is not really effectively true. Okay? Make up a story. C. Fill in the gap with an appropriate word from the list. I give you a gap. Sentence 1. It's hard to. It's difficult to. Attention in a noisy classroom. So it's hard to report or pay or lose attention in a noisy classroom. Number 2, measures are being taken to guarantee for all. Measures are being taken to guarantee unemployment or employment or employee for all. Number 3, women are said to be to men. Women are said to be equalize, equality, or equal to men. Right. Now let's go for correction. So, number 1, it's difficult to. attention in a noisy classroom where there is a lot of noise, where it's not calm. So it's hard to, what do you say? You pay attention. It's hard to pay attention in a noisy classroom. Of course, there are lots of distractors, so you can't pay attention. Number 2, measures are being taken to guarantee an employment or employ for all, for everybody. So, measures are being taken to guarantee. Your answer is employment for all. Job, okay? Employment for all. Third sentence, women are said to be equalize, equality, equal. So, women are said to be, you know, we need here an adjective, equal to men, equal to men, just like men. D, give the correct form of the words between brackets. This rubric, we give you, a word between brackets, which is not correct. We need a word derived from the same word, which is, we don't ask you to give a totally different word, but the same word, but, different category. Maybe an adjective out of a noun or a verb out of an adjective or an adverb, etc. Right? Number 1. Messi is a very famous soccer player. Messi, Barcelona player. Everybody knows him. So what do we say? Number 2. Hotel rooms in Agadir are much more expensive, costing a lot of money, expense than in Khamisat. What do you think? 3. Amali's sadness because her cat was run over by a car, was hit by a car. She is, between brackets, sadness. Correction. Messi is a very, what do we say? He is well known. We don't say he is very famous. We need an adjective here. We say Messi is a very famous soccer player. Everybody knows him. He's a very famous, well-known adjective. Number 2. Hotel rooms in Agadir are much more costing a lot of money. What do you think? Much more expense? Should be actually much more expensive than in Khamisat. Third sentence, Amal is I am what? Sadness? What do we say? I am? Amal is sad, actually. Amal is sad because her cat is run over by a car. Right. E, rewrite these sentences as indicated. Now, we give you a sentence and we indicate here, look, for example, I will make everybody laugh, a comedian said. Now, this bit, they give you like this. The comedian said, and you have to finish the sentence. You have to complete the sentence based on the first sentence, on the one we gave you before. So this is apparently a reported speech task. Number 2, Yusuf didn't prepare well for the exam. Yusuf wishes, expressing a wish. Just put in mind what you have seen in the classroom. You can do it easily. Number 3, Morocco will have hosted 10 million tourists by the end of 2010. Morocco will have hosted 10 million tourists by the end of 2010. The sentence should begin like this. By the end of 2010, and you finish the sentence based on the data you have or information you have on the given sentence. Correction. So what do you think? I will make, this is a simple future tense, I will make everybody laugh. Everybody laugh. A comedian said. The comedian said, of course, we need something that you have seen in the class. So what is it? That they would make. Of course, here we wrote they just because we don't know the sex of the comedian. Is it he or she? So to avoid all this confusion, we say they, referring to only one comedian. They would make everybody laugh. So will make became would make. Number 2, Yusuf didn't prepare well for the exam. Yusuf wishes what? Yusuf wishes that he had prepared well for the exam. So, simple past, past perfect. 3. Morocco will have hosted 10 million tourists by the end of 2010. This is a passive voice exercise. By the end of 2010, 10 million tourists will have been hosted by Morocco. Okay? That's good. F. Join the pairs of sentences with the appropriate linking word. We have linking words between brackets. In this case, we have in the sentence because. Let's read the sentence. John had worked hard over the last years. That's why he made a fortune. So think about a way using the linking word to join the two pairs of sentences. Number 2, a lot of efforts are made. The environment is still endangered. Still in danger. All right? We have although, a concession linking word. 3. Ahmed doesn't speak Italian. Mustafa doesn't speak it either. Doesn't speak Italian either. So we gotta use neither nor. Right? Fourth sentence, I would love to do more activities with you today, but the time doesn't permit. Sorry, the time doesn't permit. But those attentive students would have got the right answer just from the slip of my tongue. Just right now. Correction. Number 1, John had worked hard over the last years. That's why he made a fortune. What's your answer? Of course, there might be two possibilities in this case. Let's see the first possibility. Because John had worked hard over the last years, he made a fortune. Or John made a fortune because he had worked hard over the last years. You just have to bear in mind what is the cause, what is the effect, okay? Number 2, a lot of efforts are made. The environment is still endangered. Likewise, although a lot of efforts are made, the environment is still endangered. The second case is the environment is still endangered, although a lot of efforts are made. Even though, although, etc. Third sentence, Ahmed doesn't speak Italian, Mustafa doesn't speak it either. So we use this very simple one. You just have to, negative is embedded in neither nor. 3, the answer is neither Ahmed nor Mustafa speaks Italian. Neither Ahmed nor Mustafa speaks Italian. 4, I'd love to do more activities. The time doesn't permit. I think this is the simplest way, the easiest one in the whole set, in the whole rubric. The answer is, I'd love to do more activities, but the time doesn't permit. But the time doesn't permit. Now set 2. Set 2 start like this. Replace the underlined words with the appropriate synonyms from the list. Okay? Now these are the synonyms, the list. This is the list. Aim, other, brave, career, community. The sentence is, it should be everybody's goal to promote our society. Second sentence, Dickens, Charles Dickens, is the writer of Hard Times. This is a novel by Charles Dickens. Same list of the words. Tariq ibn Ziyad is a courageous Amazigh commander. Second sentence, all students must work hard to ensure a better job. All students must work hard to ensure a better job. Correction? So what do you think? It should be everybody's goal. Which word would replace goal here from the list? And what about society in the same sentence? So we have goal, society. What is it? Aim, other, brave, career, community. Let's see. It should be everybody's aim to promote our community. Goal, aim, society, community. Second sentence, Dickens is the writer of Hard Times. So the writer or the author of Hard Times. Number 3, Tariq ibn Ziyad is a brave, instead of courageous, brave Amazigh commander. 4, all students must work hard to ensure a better job or a better career. B. Give the correct form of the words between brackets. Of course, these words between brackets here are satisfaction, consideration, proceed. These are not good, correct, accurate as far as category is concerned. We need a different category, but not a different word, right? Let's read. Never hand in your first writing draft. The better the writer, the less satisfaction he is likely to be with his first draft, or even with his second. Good writers, consideration, editing an essential part of the writing, proceed, not just a simple polishing up. Okay? Now this doesn't need lots of understanding. You just have to know, the place, the environment of the word between brackets in the sentence. So, never hand in your first writing draft. The better the writer, the less satisfied he is or she is to be with his or her first draft, or even with their second. Good writers, what do? They consider, good writers consider editing an essential part of the writing, what? Writing process, not just a simple polishing up. Good. See, match the words that go together to make appropriate collocations. We have seen before in the first set this activity, like similar activity. So we have mixed, higher, gender, university. Second set, education, classes, graduate, discrimination. Okay? So each word goes with the other. Correction. What do you think? So, mixed, what do we say? You are familiar with this collocation in your books. Mixed classes, higher education, gender discrimination, sex discrimination, male, female, university graduate, right? Good. Now, D, put the verbs between brackets in the correct tense. Kate eat Chinese food before, so she know what to order last night. We are speaking in the past. 2. Jack used to live in the house at the end of the street. Third sentence, I missed the game yesterday because nobody told me about it. Fourth sentence, when I got into the train, I sat down next to a woman who read a magazine. Read a magazine. Correction. 1. Kate, what do you think? Kate, we're speaking about before, okay? Kate had eaten Chinese food before, so she knew what to order last night. Jack used to live in the house at the end of the street. I missed the game yesterday because nobody told me about it would become I missed the game yesterday because nobody had told me about it. Fourth sentence, when I got into the train, I sat down next to a woman who was reading a magazine. E, rewrite these sentences beginning with the words given. I didn't prepare well for the exam last year, so I didn't succeed. If I, conditional apparently. Number 2, hunting is not allowed in this area. People. Number 3, please stop complaining about your bad marks. The teacher said, the teacher told the students. Correction. I didn't prepare well for the exam last year, so I didn't succeed. What we can say? If I had prepared for the exam, I would have succeeded. Hunting is not allowed in this area would become people aren't allowed to hunt in this area. Please stop complaining about your bad marks, the teacher said. The teacher told the students to stop complaining about their bad marks. Here we have come to the end of our language section at the baccalaureate exam. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.